We're going to win this war. What's the new way for Iraq? We must help the Iraqi government, and we're not giving up. Bottom line from the President of the United States as he met with all his key leaders within every branch of the U.S. military today at the Pentagon. Jamie McIntyre also monitoring this. Jamie, though, a lot of talk, a lot of positive talk, but still no plan for what they're going to do in Iraq.
Well, you heard the president say that one of the important things he wanted to do was get the message out to U.S. troops who are actually fighting this war on the front lines, that a lot of this hand-wringing back in Washington, which may be creating the impression that the United States isn't doing well in Iraq, he really wanted to emphasize the fact that the idea behind this whole exercise is to come up with a strategy for those troops to succeed and for the plan to succeed. He clearly indicated that he is shying away from any sort of cut and run strategy, and he's looking for some way to salvage what's going on in Iraq right now and set the conditions for the kind of political reconciliation that everyone says is needed. But he's not showing his hand yet about which way he's leaning. And of course, one of the big things they're discussing is whether or not a big influx of additional U.S. troops perhaps over the next several months would really make a difference or not. And that's one of the things he presumably got some advice from the Joint Chiefs today.
Well, now he's had advice from the Iraq Study Group, 79 recommendations. He's met with every key military leader, and not just the head of the Army or the head of the Marine Corps, but the Army's Cruise Missile Defense Office, the program manager for there, the Undersecretary for Defense for Intelligence, Undersecretary for Defense for Policy. I mean, every single mover and shaker, head honcho within the military. So it looks like he's got everything that he needs at this point, correct?
Well, you can get information overload and advice overload as well, especially if the advice is contradictory. But you could also tell that clearly he felt, his endorsement of the Iraq Study Group is sounding more lukewarm every time he announces it and thanks them for their hard work. In the words of one administration official, that report seems to have lost its shine, and he seems to be searching for an alternate way for the United States to get the policy in Iraq back on track. So, ultimately he is the commander-in-chief, and he's going to have to make those decisions. And as he said, he's not going to be rushed into doing it because it's a very important decision which way the U.S. goes to try to put things back on track in Iraq.
Yeah, I mean, meanwhile, every day there's people dying there. Jamie McIntyre from the Pentagon, appreciate it.